We're joined now on the show by Chicago Steel defenseman and now 2021 Clark Cup champion Ryan Ufko. Ryan, how are you doing today?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing good. So let's just get right into that championship run. You guys fall down 1-0 in the series to Fargo, and I believe that was your only loss of the playoff run.
Yeah.
How did you guys kind of bounce back from that and then go on to win three straight to win it?
I think a lot of that goes to our coaches and our older guys. We were pretty sad and frustrated after the first loss, because that was our first loss and going down early is never fun, but everyone said don't worry about it. We have four more games left, so we just forgot about it. Watch video with the coaches and saw what we saw about how they play and, use that to our advantage and won the next three games.
And earlier on in the series, I was talking to your teammate Matt Coronado, and he was on the team last year, like you were, when the season was cut short. And he was telling me there was a little bit of extra motivation this year to go out and try and win if the season was cancelled. Was that the same with you as well?
Yeah, I wouldn't say too much is with me, but especially the guys who were here last year, which was about I'd say half the team.
Mhm.
We were in first again last year, and we had a really good team last year, and the season did unfortunately get canceled, and we all thought we had a really good shot at winning it. So that was always in the back of our heads. I thought about it every now and then, but I didn't want to think about it too much. Just stay present in the moment.
Yeah. So with the Chicago Steel, the last few years, it's been a very successful franchise. This is now the second championship in the last 5 years. And you've been to the finals three times, and last year you guys had a really good year too. What is it, aside from like the talent the team puts on the ice, what is it about the franchise that has been having so much success recently, you think?
So I would say I think it was 2017. They all got new coaching staff. The owner got all brand new coaching staff. So Ryan Hardy is the general manager, and now Brock Sheehan's the head coach. But they're all on the same page. They focus on player development. So I feel like that's very key. Like we would always talk about, how we all come in at the start of the year and then at the end of the year we're a completely different player. We have new assets and attributes. So, what he does and what Hardy does to scout and get these players that, fit the style of the player development and, working hard every day and whether it's on skill sessions or practice, I feel like that really helps the team.
Well, it seemed like you took a big step in your development this year too, almost 40 points after 9 points the year prior. What was it that was so different for you this year?
Um, I would say, last year I was like the youngest guy on the team, so I wasn't playing too much. I was the only new defenseman on the team, but that was good. I got to play against older guys. Like I was playing with Owen Power for a little bit, so that was always a blast. But playing against older guys, I think really helped me, especially in practices last year. So then this year comes, they go to college, they move on. So I'm playing a lot more this year. So, I was really confident in my game.
Mhm.
And I think that really helped me out. I was willing to make plays that I would be unsure about making last year, just because my confidence was so high.
Mhm. I'm always curious too, and I've asked a couple of guys this. With it being your draft year, I don't know if pressure is the right word, but is the season a little different for you knowing that there's like expectations for it almost?
Um, yeah, I would say maybe a little bit. I've talked like we all talk about it sometimes, but you try not to think about the draft too much. Like when you see your name out there in like central scouting or other drafts or interviews and stuff, I always try to be like, not to worry about it. I'm playing well, so that's why my name's out there. So just stick to it. Don't really change anything. Just play your game.
Yeah, that's a really good way to look at it too. So you committed to UMass, the Minutemen, for next season.
Yes.
What led to that decision to commit to that team?
So I'm from New York, Long Island originally. So, most Northeast kids want to play college hockey up in Hockey East. So those are all the schools in like the Massachusetts area. So I went and visited a couple schools up there, like Northeastern and Boston University. And like I wanted to go there. They were great schools, but I went to tour UMass too, and their coaches wanted me to go there too. It wasn't like I just wanted to go to the school. The coaches were invested in me, so I thought that was really special. And the campus was beautiful. And then they told me how much they focus on their player development as well, just like Chicago. And that speaks for itself with the D they have that are in the NHL now.
Yeah, there's definitely one guy in there that's doing pretty good for himself.
Yeah.
So, you said you go and do these visits and stuff. For people who don't know kind of what that is, can you just explain what happens on these visits?
Yeah, so hockey, it's a little weird, and they change the rules all the time. But when I went to college, when I visited UMass, I wasn't. You're not technically allowed to like talk to the coaches and stuff, if that makes sense yet. But they'll come find you. You'll go visit them at the rink, and then you just have a conversation with them. They usually the coaches will give you tours
Mhm.
around. You don't have to take an official tour with like incoming students. So usually the coach will come find you. Um, he'll take you around campus, talk to you, and then he'll take you into the rink, show you everything: the locker room, training room, the suites, the rink, coach's room, and then you just have a conversation.
Mhm. So, just a few more for you. Who's someone you've played with, and this can be any level. It doesn't just have to be junior. Who you think you've had like a really good chemistry with when you guys are on the ice? You guys have pretty good success together.
Um, I would say this year, um, I played with Ian Moore a lot towards the end of the year. He's big, and he's really fast and loves to play offense. And that both of our games are similar. So we were playing a lot, especially in playoffs towards the end of the year. And we really clicked. We could read off each other well, and we both had a blast doing it.
Hmm. And for someone who hasn't seen you play, what kind of player are you?
I would say that I'm a skilled two-way defenseman. I love to play offense.
And as you go into this off season and like head into the draft, what's something you want to improve in your game?
Um, I would say I want to improve my defensive game. College hockey's a whole new jump from junior hockey. It's going to be harder, it's going to be bigger, it's going to be faster. So, my defensive game being stronger in the corners and in front of the net, I definitely got to work on.
Mhm. And last one for you, what are you most excited about for draft day?
I'm just excited, to be with my family. They've done everything for me to get me to that point. So, to share that with them and, watching the TV with all my friends and family together, that'll be the most special part.
Mhm. Well, that's all the questions I have for you, Ryan. Thanks a lot for joining me, and best of luck in the draft.
Thank you.